Shalom, everyone. Blessings and welcome to my channel. It's been a while, and I've just been meditating on a lot mentally, spiritually, trying to obtain as much knowledge as necessary, the things that I feel is necessary for my spirit, and to gain more understanding of this path, because this is definitely we are in the spiritual warfare for sure, and when God give us put things on our hearts and in our path, we have to follow it. That's why it's so important for me to continue to ask the Most High God to guide my footsteps, and um, I want the Most High to lead. That's so important. Um, I want to come through with a video for some more uplifting and just some spiritual food. And I want to recognize a couple um, YouTubers that I follow, content creators. I'm going to say God's chosen prophets, because they've helped me along the way and opened my eyes to a lot of things that the world don't want us to know about, don't want us to speak on. A lot of us want to be guided, you know, led like sheep, and I'm the type of person that I constantly ask the Most High for discernment. If you know in my videos, I talk a lot about discernment because I like to be led by the Spirit, and that's the Holy Spirit of the Most High Elohim. Um, I want to say to uh, Yah King David, great content. I've learned a lot from him, gained a lot of edification, and also GDash The Prophet. I've definitely taken on his classes just to learn a lot about who we are, the things that we should know, that's going on in this world, knowing who you are, knowing your culture, knowing your background, knowing the things that's hidden from you, and it's all about wisdom. And I wanted to kind of go into a little bit of that today in my video. I'm not going to have a long video. I just want to do a little bit of what I normally do. What that's me. It's like in my videos, I want, with so much going on in the world, it's everybody has a path and a journey and chosen for different jobs by the Most High God. I feel it's so important for a lot of us to stay in our lanes, and I'm learning more and more to stay in my lane, gain the edification and knowledge and wisdom that I'm supposed to have, and in the same instance, do what the Most High have created me to do. And what I love to do is uplift and try to help get people through dark times, because these are a lot of times when people are questioning their faith, they're questioning their religion, they're trying to figure out, they're straddling the fence, and there's so much out here that we need to know. And at the end of the day, you have to follow your spirit, and it's all about knowledge and wisdom. And why I want to cover a couple verses that shows us how important, out of everything that people like to preach about and talk about, how the Most High, the wisdom is the key. And a lot of us are not understanding that we have to thoroughly do our research. You know, it may not be easy for everybody to just sit up and go look at these books and things like that. That's why God choose certain people and certain prophets who are able to do that, but they're teaching us. So it's important for us to know who you're getting your real spiritual food from. It's about wisdom. It's about common sense on a lot of things. When you see things are not making sense in this world, you have to use your brain. We have to use knowledge and wisdom. That's what the Most High brought us here for. That's what He made wisdom for us to use her. And I'm going to go over a couple precepts to show how important, you know, when you have wisdom, you know how to move, you understand things. And there's nothing anybody can push in your face to try to make you believe. This is the type of world we have to understand. This is Satan's kingdom. But at the same time, the Most High have allowed him to rule. So a lot of things that's going to be pushed in front of us is not always coming from the Most High. It's just the fact that the Most High have allowed Satan to do this because he's expecting us to use our knowledge, wisdom, and common sense. We have to study more than just one part of the book, one part of the word. There's other things that goes with the word, and I'm learning from teachers. I'm a student learning. This is helping me along my spiritual journey, allowing me to choose the path I want to continue to walk on. Because at the end of the day, we have to respect and acknowledge the Creator, which is the creator of the heavens and the earth. And a lot of people are failing to do that. There's a lot of idols being put before the Most High God. And that's not how it works. David and them didn't do it. Moses and them didn't do it. They worship the Most High. He is the actual creator. If it wasn't for the Most High, Satan would be doing what he's doing now. He's allowed Satan to do the things he's doing. And a lot of people are following along with it. I'm not going to be one. I don't care what's dangled in my face. I don't care what people feel that they're offering me. I'm going to follow the path of the Most High God. My focus now is gaining all the wisdom that is possible for me. And I feel that every race of people, not just children of Israel, every race of people should be trying to gain knowledge and wisdom. This is something I talk about. You can't sit up and read the word and not acknowledge the original children of Israel. That's another problem. We have a lot of races of other people who walks around preaching about the Bible and going to these churches, but they don't acknowledge who we are, because we don't acknowledge who we are. And this is where I feel that it's important for me to start learning more and more about getting in depth, getting the wisdom, getting the edification that the Most High is expecting us to have, because everybody's doing the same thing and following the same path and not using their brain. They're allowing what's put in front of them instead of doing their real research. And at the end of the day, I feel like this. Give me a good teacher. It doesn't take much for me to use my common sense. I put stuff together so fast it don't make no sense. I may not be the type who do well with teaching, but I'm gonna be that good one that's gonna gain that edification and understanding and catch on like that about what's going on in this world and be able to help my people emotionally and spiritually get through it. Love yourself. Know who you are. Understand what the Most High expects of us, because a lot of us are saying that we're following the statutes, laws, and commandments, but we're not when you're worshiping idols. No man comes before the Most High God, no matter what you're being told or what's put in your face. And that's what we're doing. And Satan is allowed to do that, to deceive. So a lot of people are taking that journey and walking over the cliff right with Satan. So that was just what I wanted to say on that, because I feel that I'm in a place right now where my salvation means everything to me. I want to be able to lead my family down the right path with the correct knowledge, not following the fad of what everybody else is doing, which is actually Satan being a puppeteer, being controlling everybody, dangling success and things like that. Absolutely, the Most High want us to have things and be successful and gain the riches and things like that when He gives it to you. You got to know when it's coming from the Most High. You got to know when it's not coming from the Most High. If the word ain't sounding right to me behind what you showing me, I'm not comfortable with it. I'm just not. Because God's laws never, Moses' laws, the laws He gave Moses never changed. That's my thing, is constantly trying to make sure I'm following the statute, laws, and commandments. It's things I'm still working on with myself to work on that. Let alone try to be a sheep being herded like a lot of people that I see that I love. That is unfortunate. And I'm not saying it like I'm better. I'm just feeling that you can't force people to hear and believe what you believe. It's not, and that's really, at the end of the day, that's not what it's about. It's about wisdom. It's about, are we really understanding and listening to the people that God, the Most High, put on in front of you? Or are we so clouded with our own perceptions of what the people that we think got all the answers and know the word, but can't explain other precepts and things in the Bible, in the book? Don't go to other books to show you what is real and what's not. Go to the history of who you are. Books that's showing you about what your color really is. Things like that. Not just the Bible, not just the Apocrypha. There's other books. There's cult books about us being our culture. The black culture, things like that. I don't even like saying I'm black anymore. And that's another thing. Like, when is America going to get out of constantly expecting us to say we black or African American? Because I'm getting to the point now when I'm filling out paperwork, I don't like filling out anything because I'm like, I'm not just a color. Every other race has a race. Every other race of people say what they are except us. We black or African American. No, how about we can say we're Hebrews, we're original, we're Jews, we're the Jews. Why isn't that a category? That's what I'm saying. There's not enough understanding. People want to talk about love and acceptance and we love everybody and this and that, but where's the real love at when you can't acknowledge the original people? I don't understand that. That that doesn't sit well with me. That's just one of those feelings like, okay, everybody else can sit up and say what they are, but we still got to stay in our place in order to get the things in life. We do what they say. We bow down to them, or you get tormented, or you don't get certain things, or you don't get certain opportunities if you don't do what they say and stay in your place. No, that's not how the Most High God works. That's not how he works for his children. And in order for us to constantly have the Most High fight for us and show him that he's in our corner, continue to walk with the armor of God and honor him. There's no other idol gods before. There's nothing before the Most High God. There's no way I'm going to worship anything that comes before the Most High, the Creator. He deserves all the honor, glory, praise, respect, all of that. Because if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be here. My kids wouldn't be here. We wouldn't be here. None of us. And we're giving too much credit to idol gods because of what we're allowing to be put in front of us. So I had to go there and say that. It's been a minute for me to do my videos because honestly, I've been doing a lot of just getting into I've been learning. I've been a student and I've been loving what I've been learning. I've been feeling really, really good. I feel good like never before. I'm at the point where my focus right now is just being righteous and being right with the Most High God. Still following my path of, wanting to be a life coach, but also making sure the Most High is in front of me, not me in front of him. Making sure that I'm being a life coach in a path of what the Most High wants me to do. Because there's so many people who's trying to get closer to get their spirituality in order. And in order for us to do that, especially a lot of us children of Israel, we have to know who we are. We got to know what's to come, what things that we have to change. It ain't like it used to be no more. Things are changing. They show you things changing by the natural disasters, by this COVID pandemic they got going on. All of that. That's to show people right there we in the last days. So it's not all about, folks sitting up talking about, I'm not going to dwell on the end of the world. No, it's not about that. It's about you better at this point our time is ticking. We have to start changing. You going to party yourself into the grave? To party yourself over the cliff with Satan? I mean, I'm at the point where, shoot, I don't I don't judge anybody. Whatever people choose to do, I still love my friends. Whatever they choose to do, all I can do is just be that ear and be that word, positive motivation for them. I'm not going to down them. Because some people probably feel like, okay, well, if it is, I'm just going to enjoy my life and do what I want. Hey, that's okay with you. If that's what you want to do, hey, I'm not God. So you don't have to answer to me, but I love you and I'm going to pray for you and I'm here for you. And that's how we have to start being. We can't start looking down on everybody, sitting up acting like we're God and talking about what the Most High going to do, because at the end of the day, we don't need to tell them, we don't need to tell them. You encourage them, you uplift them, you do your best to try to let them know who they are, the things that we all should be working on to better ourselves. And if a person chooses that they don't want to, You leave them alone and let them be. Let them be great. You know, that's my motto. I'll let you be great. You know, whatever works for you. You know. Um, I want to. I have a precept here, and I felt this was really nice precept, and it's something that you can go to when you just feeling down or you just want to, rejuvenate, and something that we all have to learn how to do. I know I have to learn how to do. Excuse me, a lot more. Is cry out to the Most High Elohim, and this is Psalm 31, 1 through 24. This powerful uplifting precepts, and it's basically, I don't have the whole you know verse written out or anything, but I'm giving you the precepts so that you can go to it, and trust me, it's uplifting. It's a powerful uplifting precept. Stay true to who you are, fear the Most High, keep faith in Him, He will reward you in the end. Cry out to our Elohim. Read Psalms 31, 1 through 24 for some uplifting spiritual, prayer and crying out and things like that. That should help you through. Um, and a lot of the times, I feel like the Lord deals with us according to our righteousness. We all sin. None of us are perfect. Um, that's why it's so important for us to continue to grow and become better, become positive. We're all. I feel like you don't have to walk around being boring and just being stiff and just that's not what life is about. The Most High don't want us walking around here just like we're soldiers. You got to loosen up in order in this day and age, in today's society. You got to loosen up. We got to learn how to allow people to be comfortable with us when we're talking. That's the best way to get to a person, is by being yourself, relaxing, and not coming across judgmental to people. And I find it more um, effective when you do it that way, as opposed to trying to seem like you're better. Because, like I had told someone when I was given a little brief little life coach situation, I told her, you can't judge a person if you've been there. But if you've never been there, you're judging. You can't judge a person if you've never been there. To me, I feel like I don't call it judging if I'm trying to uplift you and help you through something that I've been through myself, as opposed to me telling you you shouldn't do this and you're this type of person and never been in your shoes. That's being judgmental. But if someone has been there before and can call out certain things that they've seen in themselves and been there, I feel that's constructive criticism, that's coaching, that's uplifting, that's empowerment, that's trying to mentor, help a person get through things. And I feel like there's a big difference, because we have even a lot of people who prophesy and call themselves, prophets with content. They like to judge. I see a lot of judgmental, and you haven't been in these people's shoes. That's just like, even with the gay society, the gay situation, the LGBTQ and things like that. I try not to come across judging these people. However, my problem with it is when it's being pushed on our children. One thing I am going to say is that it's not acceptable, because that's something that's not of God, and that's in the Word. So I just feel sorry, my daughter came there standing there. Look. So, that's just how I feel about that situation. I try not to come across judgmental on that. I just feel that that's something that, we can all a person can be delivered from. It's mental, it's spiritual, things like that. But I didn't want to go all into that. That's just how I felt. And that was my take on that. when I was talking about, I'm sorry, y'all, my daughter asking to drive my car. I'm not doing the video, okay? Whew, kids. Okay, so when I first started the video, I said I was going to go into talking about wisdom. I'm just going to read a couple precepts about that, and I want you to have a deep thought, meditate on it, pray on it, think about it, and think about the wisdom that the Most High is expecting of us. Think of the things that the Most High, His word is not to be changed. Okay, I'm going to. I like to um, go through the word. I got, a special, I made a bread pudding, y'all. I haven't had bread pudding since I was young, and my grandmother made it, and it was absolutely awesome. And it's just one of those desserts that just brings back memories. It's like rice pudding almost. And my dad made it one day, and I said, "Oh my goodness, Dad, woo, this bread pudding was good." So I had to make some, and I hope it turns out as good as my dad's. I don't really care for the raisins on it. I'm just gonna put a little powdered sugar on it. I love to cook, guys. I've told you that before. So I've just tried to. I'm getting more and more to the point where I'm going to start recording my recipes because I'm starting to branch off and try different things just for fun. It's therapeutic, and I'm trying to change up my diet a little bit because I have a tendency to not eat right sometimes. So I'm trying to get more, I'm not saying that the bread pudding is healthy because it's not. Trust and believe me, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that I like to, try different things. So I'm going to start really doing some videos and things, and may post a few here and there. I said I was going to do it before in the past, but I didn't. But I'm going to try and work on that. Um, I'm Okay, we're going to go to, unfortunately, what I feel is a really good book is Wisdom of Solomon. I'm going to get that book and start reading that because I've learned a lot from GDash The Prophet. He's been awesome in my life. He's been definitely helping me along my journey, helping my mental, allowing me to gain the wisdom and the Holy Spirit of the Most High God, the things that I need. And it's been very therapeutic, and I've been at peace with it. So I'm enjoying the journey for sure. It gives you, no matter what you go through on a daily basis, just know that God is always there, and He lives through you if you allow Him to. We are in the image of the Most High, and we have to understand that. He gave us the wisdom to discern things. And unfortunately, a lot of us are not. We're just falling into the crowd with everybody else. And like I've said before, I don't do the Christianity stuff. I just don't. And I have my reasons for that. And the Most High is not going to penalize and not love you because of that. He wants you to know that He wants you to focus on Him and love Him. I don't knock anybody else who follow that. I don't get into the churches and things. I have my reasons, but I still love people who go to church and things like that. Everybody got their own thing that they do. I just feel like my focus is building a relationship with the creator of the heaven and the earth. That's just how I feel about it, and I'm not going to change. And I feel like that should be respected. We're going to go into Ecclesiastics. I have so many here. Okay, first I'm gonna read Second King because I felt that was powerful. Second King 1915. I like to open my Bible and sit up and read. I know it's kind of takes time, but I don't know. I feel it's more personal. It's more natural when you sit up and just take the time to open your word. I don't really get on my phone. I tried that before, and for some reason, they like to control what they want to pull up. So I try to stick to having the natural, Bible in my hand so I can go to it myself. It just feels more natural. You know what I'm saying? So. We're going to do 2 King 19:15. 2 King 19:15. And 2 King. Make sure I'm getting the right precepts. Okay, this is how we have to start understanding how the Most High works, and when he is putting things in front of us, we have to understand what is being said. We can't twist it and turn it into what we want it to be, because what he says is what he says. Who he is who he is, and who he is alone is who he is alone, with no help, you know. So it says, and Hezekiah prayed to the Lord, O Lord God of Israel, enthroned between the cherubim. You alone are God over all the kingdoms of the earth. You have made heaven and earth. Give ear, O Lord, and hear. Open your eyes, O Lord, and see. Listen to the words. Senna. I'm sorry, guys. I'm not good with these names. Sennacherib has sent to insult the living God. I'm going to read that again. I'm just not going to go into the name because I slaughtered that name. I'm sure I did. And it says, and Hezekiah prayed to the Lord, O Lord, God of Israel. And this is what the point I'm trying to make, and what I'm trying to um, put out there. There's nothing wrong with you just worshiping the Most High God. People worship who they choose to worship. The Most High God is not going to penalize you for just worshiping Him only, giving Him all the glory, honor, and praise, acknowledging Him. That's what He wants, is acknowledgement, not putting anybody or anything else before Him. This is it. You got to respect the Creator of the heaven and the earth. It doesn't matter. Nothing else. You have to. There's not. We For some of us to walk around like we're just gods. I'm a god. Did you create yourself? Did you create yourself? Yes, he gives us a God mindset. We are in the image of the Most High God because he allows us to have the wisdom. But people are not walking around with the God mindset because you're not there. A lot of folks ain't using a wisdom. So how can you sit up and say you're God? It's blasphemy, but that's to each his own. That's to each his own. A lot of things on this world is created for a reason. There's an agenda. Some things are pushed because it's what they want us to know. I want you to learn this. I want you to do this. I want you to worship this. But at the end of the day, you got to respect the creator of the heaven and the earth, because there's so much wicked in this world. There's so much you don't know what to believe anymore. That's why I've gained so much edification, so much wisdom on things not to follow, not to look up to, not to expect out of people, not to I'm not surprised. Like, My expectations for people in this world is not even there anymore. I have no expectations for anybody but the Most High. I don't expect nothing from anybody because a lot of the things that are happening right now is Satan's work. We want to talk about good, this is good, and everything. But at the end of the day, a lot of things that I see is a lot of Satan's work. And when you walking in the light, it doesn't affect you. I walk with the armor of God on every day, all day. There's times where I'm tested. I'm tested almost every day, and that's real. Almost everywhere I go, I'm being tested. But it doesn't bother me. I just remove myself from the situation, because that God wants, a lot of the times, God is trying to see how we react. And he talks about that. There's this precept on that. I'm going to have to get into that, guys. I wrote so much stuff down, and I just, I like to have this stuff on right there for my knowledge and my edification and to gain the wisdom that is necessary. But I wanted to read that precept because it tells you how the Most High God, he is the only God, the creator of the heaven and the earth. And I think a lot of the times we fail to realize that, you know, I hear people saying other gods before the Most High, like, thank you, Most High God, the creator of the heaven and the earth. Thank you, Most High Yah, our Elohim, that loves the children of Israel. And for a lot of people I've heard some people talk about how, the Old Testament. I don't want to get all into that. I don't want to get into the new and the old, but I'm gonna be honest, I go with how I feel and the wisdom and my discernment on things and what I see and what I experience. That's what I go by. And I feel like you can't change the Most High Word. You can't make him out of something that he's not. He is what he is, and his word stands. He is the only He is the only creator. He is the only God. He is the only one we should be worshiping. He don't need help. He has nobody sitting up on his throne with him except wisdom. Her. He made wisdom her. So that's how I felt about that. And I learned that from GDash The Prophet. I'm definitely going to put one of his videos in my description, and also Yah King David. Keep going, brothers. You're doing a beautiful job. I find you got to know that the people that don't have a lot of followers and friends, them the ones you might want to pay attention to. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of people putting on a lot of shows. So I don't go by numbers. I go by spirit. And I don't care how many numbers and likes and followers you got. I don't care about none of that. I go about the wisdom because you got to maneuver nowadays. Like, it's a lot going on, and there's a lot of deceit. At the end of the day, this whole world is staged. We got to understand that. But I want to be somebody who want to walk in the light. It doesn't even matter at this point. It's about us, every nation, every race of people coming together, waking up. Stop pushing what you believe on people. Let's be respectful and at least acknowledge the creator of the heaven and the earth. Period. Acknowledge who the original people. If you're going to sit up and read that book, make sure you're talking about the children of Israel. Make sure you're talking about them dark-skinned people up in that book. Make sure you're not pushing that white Jesus on people. And I'm just saying, and I'm gonna keep it all the way real. I had somebody come to my job, nice young man, came to the job, donations and everything. He was with a church and stuff, and he was a sweetheart. And he was, it was basically a fundraiser. He had some nice photos and things, and had a beautiful lie and all this. And I go through it. There's a white Jesus. I wanted to say to him, what do you think about the white Jesus? That's not my Jesus. That's not my God. That's not who I worship. And I felt disrespected. Not by him, but I feel like it's still disrespectful. If that's what that race of people want to worship, you go ahead and worship that. Don't put it in my face. That's how I feel about that. So I feel like there's no respect in that level. So that's just how I feel. I'm not going to change that. But we are going to read, because unfortunately I was taking my notes and things, and I got a lot of precepts from Wisdom of Solomon, which is not a book that I have, but I am going to be ordering that book, and I will have some great precepts for you guys, because we have to understand that wisdom is the key to salvation. Trust and believe it. That's what's going to save us at the end of the day, is wisdom. Not we don't understand. That's the only thing that's going to save you, is wisdom, because once you have wisdom, everything else gonna fall into place. You're gonna know what you need to be doing, following them statutes, laws, and commandments. A lot of us children of Israel are claiming that we're following the statutes and laws, but we still have idols. We're still worshiping other gods. Okay, so we're gonna go into. I'm gonna read this one more scripture, and this is powerful, because this is kind of going to sum it up about what I'm saying about wisdom. It's going to be Proverbs 2:10 through 12. Proverbs. And this is how the Most High feels about us gaining wisdom. For wisdom will enter your heart, and and knowledge will be pleasant to your soul. Let me see. This man, I have a hard time. Discretion will protect you, and understanding will guard you. Wisdom will save you from the ways of the wicked men. Now I'm going to read that again more fluently, because I was stumbling over words. For wisdom will enter your heart, and knowledge will be pleasant to your soul. Discretion will protect you, and understanding will guard you. Wisdom will save you from the ways of the wicked men. We have to, beautiful people, my beautiful children of Israel. We got to wake up. We got to understand wisdom is the key. Wisdom is the key. Wisdom is the key. I'm going to go into another precept, and that's going to be Proverbs 7:22. No, I'm not going to read that one, guys. I'm sorry. That goes into a big explanation as to how the Most High made wisdom her. He said it was too big to be in the form of a man, so he made wisdom her. You have to understand that. There's depth to that. What you're worshiping now and what the Most High said is wisdom. That's what sits besides him. That's what preserves you and saves you, is wisdom. We have to understand that. And I'm learning that myself. I'm getting a lot of edification and things that I know I need to learn and understand, because I'm not going to be like the sheep. I have love for all types of races of people, but there's a lot of evil people out there. A lot of evil people. They get mad and do demonic stuff and want to, get ignorant because you don't want to believe what they want to believe, and force you into this new age stuff they got going on. I ain't got time for that. You know what I'm saying? I can't. I'm not about to fake the funk. There's a lot of imposters and fake stuff going on. This whole world is totally staged. So, I can't do all that. But at the end of the day, we got to be genuine. What's not what's not fake is love. What's not fake is building a relationship with the Most High, allowing Him to be in, give, allowing Him to bless you with His presence and His Spirit, allowing Him to anoint you, allowing Him to give you the discernment when it's possible. Because so many people can sit up here and prophesy and preach, but still be demons. I'm learning that. And then some demons, because the devil comes in the form of an angel. The devil don't look evil and like some folks be claiming he do. Devil is beautiful. It's come like the light. Smiley, act like they want to help you out, but they vindictive and got other plans and plots and schemes and things going on. That's why it's important to get that wisdom and understand what the Most High and wait on the Most High. I feel like this. I can still do my purpose and do what I need to do as far as gaining my knowledge. I know what lane I should be in, but I also know what I need to do to continue to learn and get the wisdom and the things that I need for this journey that the Most High have chosen me to be in. I feel like right now our people do need a lot of life coaching and uplifting to help them through these trying times. There's confusion, there's fear, there's doubt, there's no faith. People are questioning themselves. Our people don't know who they are. There's a lack of love. There's a lack of peace. We need people, we need God's people to get out here and not just teach, but show compassion and embrace our people. Embrace all people. There's a lot of people who want to learn, who want to respect the children of the Most High God, who want to acknowledge them. We can't worry about the demons that don't want to, because they demons. You got demons of your own race that don't want to acknowledge it. So you got to let them be great. But we also got to do our job. Everybody got a lane to be in, and God has chosen each one of us for a different type of path and a different job. And that's what we need to focus on. I'm going to continue to gain my wisdom from who I feel is helping my journey. I'm not dealing with nobody who I feel is deceiving me. I done been through all type of situations. I done been on all type of journeys, y'all. I done I done got it this, I done listened to that, I done believe this, that. And I'm like, man, the Most High been dealing with me, and I owe Him all the glory, honor, and praise, man. Cause I feel so good. No matter what the devil throw at me, I still feel good. Cause the Most High have always had my back. He's always on time, and that's what it is. You're at peace. You have a glow. You have things within you. People can see when you are a different person. When God is shining through you. And we need that on this earth right now. We need so much compassion and love. People are getting confused. People don't know which way to turn. Sometimes people need compassion. There's so much sick stuff. You can't watch TV no more with all this demonic stuff. They pushing the gay stuff in front into our babies' brains. You can't watch TV anymore without seeing two of the same sex laying up doing all. Then some of these commercials is getting so explicit. It's just ridiculous. This world is sick. And it's the people behind it. It's not us regular people. The regular people are trying to be herded into Satan's kingdom. But what Satan failed to realize, more and more people are deterring away from that. And that's our job, to grab them, hold them, and hug them. Pull them close to your heart. It ain't always got to be about teach them and love them. It's not preaching. We don't preach. You teach. You let people know who they are. Everybody has a purpose. And that's the problem. People don't know their purpose. We still have people chasing success and money when in a minute none of that is going to matter. Then what are you going to do with your salvation and your spirit? What can you say you've done? How can you're not going to have a choice but to pick one side or the other at the end of the day. I don't let a lot of things get to me. I've had, I still have we all have our struggles. I still have my struggles, but I'm still blessed. I don't call them struggles anymore. I look at it like, hey, things happen, but God got my back. I'm not about to worry about it. I'm still in a better place. I'm still woke up with a roof over my head, food on my table, clothes on my back. and I'm working, you know. We got to still understand it's the little things. You got family, you got love, you got a good support system, you got friends, you got the most high God most of all. And I think so many of us fail to realize that, you know. But I'm going to go ahead and get off of this, guys. I have my bread pudding in the oven, and it's about time to almost get it out of there. I don't want it to burn. I don't want it to get messed up. But I just want to say thank you guys for tuning in to another one of my videos. I really appreciate the support you guys show. I know there's quite a few people watching. I may not get the likes and the views, but I know that there's a lot of people watching, and I do want to say I love every single one of you that I see, that is in my spirit, that is uplifting, that is pushing, and God bless you. And I pray the Most High keep His hands over you, and take you down the right path to the light. Stay in the light. We live in the darkness, but don't be in the darkness. No, we're in the darkness, but don't live in the darkness. Stay in the light, because it's all going to come to an end one day. You know, it's coming. We just have to stay prayed up, stay faithful, stay true to who you are, and most of all, turn into be a good human being. Understand what God laws really are, and focus on that. And most of all, focus on wisdom. Thank you guys for tuning in. Always stay grounded in your purpose. Don't let anybody knock you off your feet. Give it to the Most High, and He got your back. We got to keep faith in Him, because life balance lives within you. So thank you guys. You have a blessed night, and shalom, and see you in my next video.